91, legislation that will reduce the amount of contaminants in our state water by creating a system for buying and selling pollution credits through a third-party central clearinghouse. I'd first like to thank Senator Coles and Senator Petrowski for all the hard work they put into this bill, and Senator Coles for his testimony in explaining the technical aspects of this very complex and intricate proposal. I'm confident that through his testimony, he's given you all a better understanding of what the legislation will actually do. So rather than repeating the same information you've already heard, I'm instead going to focus on what this bill signifies to me, and that is hope and optimism. In this new era of divided government, we've been hearing a lot of talk about reaching across the aisle and the importance of bipartisanship. But for the most part, the only thing these words have amounted to is empty rhetoric. But as Senator Coles mentioned earlier, we have a strong bipartisan mix of more than 50 lawmakers who've signed on as co-sponsors of this bill. I'm hopeful and optimistic that SB 91 will be proof that the Senate, Assembly, and Governor can work together when it comes to bettering the lives of all Wisconsinites. Politics should not influence something as important as protecting our natural resources and ensuring all the citizens have clean water to drink. I'm also hopeful and optimistic because this legislation follows my philosophy of including all sides in the conversation so everyone has skin in the game. In Kewaunee County, we've made significant progress in addressing our groundwater concerns through this approach. We need to continue to work toward these partnerships to lead to all parties, including the state as a whole, benefiting and reaching the desired results. I think that's one of the main reasons that groups representing agriculture, conservation, business, and local government are all putting their support behind this bill, which is designed to improve water quality, save taxpayer money, provide struggling family farms with supplemental income, and keep manufacturers open and thriving. It's truly a win-win for everyone. But more importantly, we have an obligation as lawmakers to protect our constituents and neighbors by doing everything in our power to make sure they have access to clean water. Clean water is essential to our economy and to the very health of our citizens. That's why it's so essential that we act now and don't sit on our hands. We have some meaningful legislation here that will help reduce pollutants in our water, boost the economy, and strengthen the farming industry. And it appears that many others, like Clean Wisconsin, Wisconsin Manufacturing and Commerce, and the Dairy Business Association, see that same value. We have a real chance to make some substantial headway in safeguarding our water and the health of our residents. And it would be foolish to let politics get in the way of this bill becoming law. I know that's what my constituents expect of me, and I'm sure yours feel the same way too. For everyone watching and listening today, I also want to let you know that if SB 91 becomes law, we can't just pat ourselves on the back and rest on our laurels. While this legislation will help protect our state's water, it's not a magic bullet that will solve all of our problems. However, I'm hopeful and optimistic that this is not the end of our efforts this session to improve water quality, but only the beginning. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my testimony, and I ask that you please consider supporting this bipartisan bill. We will now open it up for questions.